making your way in the world today. You really need a pod. Why don't you put your headphones in and give this one a shot? Wouldn't you like to just listen away and go to a place where everybody knows who you are? Listen to two guys brew ha-ha, Cold Street Brewery and Full Buddy Cast, two of the greatest names. Why don't you go and listen to this episode? Kicking it off. Yeah, we're kicking it off.
What?
Are you excited? It's been a while. We're in the lab again, man. This is my own little like
I don't know. It's
brewery.
I feel awkward because I'm still struggling to get a beer in front of me.
That's true. And I need to move too. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening to their episode of. It's been a while.
What is this called?
Full Buddy Cast presents. It's got beer in it. Yeah, it's got some
beards,
kind of some funny things.
Yeah. Your beard's looking pretty good too.
I'm just gonna throw that in there. Yeah, I think it's like a brew. Oh yeah, it's BrewHaha. I completely forgot about that.
Oh, that's right.
It's been a while though. We got Sean McDonald from Cold Street Brewery, 1627 Cole Street in Enumclaw, Washington. Mm-hmm. Come on down, say hi, get some good beers. We're just gonna catch up this episode for the most part, right? A little bit. I
haven't seen you in a while.
We haven't seen each other.
Well, that being said, I mean, we still bump into each other when we're out on Friday nights and Saturday nights.
Yeah, I mean, I want to hear about the October. Yeah, I want to hear about Oktoberfest. I want to hear about. I haven't heard a beer rant in a while. I want to know what it's like to feel like a business owner. Like, there's a lot of things that I'm trying to.
Horrible.
I miss, but I want to. You know what I miss the most besides your voice?
Beer.
You got it. Some beer.
Is that why you're going to be pouring it anytime soon?
Let's do it.
I can't reach.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to do the Imperial beer this one around.
We got to catch up.
Let's do it. So
if we're catching up, we got to catch up on the alcohol. So this is a beautiful beer that's at 8.8. Didn't quite hit the 9. I was planning on hitting 9. Yeah. I mean, Imperial Stout is a full-bodied beer. You get roast, you get malt, you get sweetness, and you get the alcohol.
I hope that microphone picked up that little pour there. That was a good pour. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
I can't wait to try it. Can't wait to test it. I know that I've had it in the past, but I'm excited now. I feel like there's somebody out there that loves the Imperial. I don't know if it's Craig Bentley or not, but somebody out there loves it.
There's a lot of people that love it. It's a good beer. It's well-rounded. But that being said, it's a high alcohol beer.
8.8.
Yeah, 8.8.
This is the first episode we're recording for the night. So basically, you and I we're gonna have some fun.
We're trying to start it off quick.
We're gonna have some fun.
But that does lead into so this is a great beer. I love this beer.
Yeah,
I love having it on the wall. Anytime it has Imperial in front of it, that's always going to mean that it's going to be a high alcohol beer.
I'm sure.
But that does lead into what we sketched out on my beer rant.
Yes, the beer rant
is alcohol levels. So me as a beer geek, absolute hate it when somebody comes in and says, "Well, what's your strongest beer?"
Hey, bro.
Right?
Hey, bro. Like, what's your strongest beer, man?
Hey, if you want to get fucked up, you go next door and get a shot.
Yeah,
it's a shot in a beer. Get screwed up, right?
Yeah.
Don't come to a brewery just to get hammered. That's not the point, right?
So what is the point if I'm stepping into a brewery?
So this is very high alcohol, but there's a reason this is high alcohol because this has a lot of ingredients in it. That's why this is a full-bodied beer because it has so many different levels to it.
Yeah.
And in order to get that many levels, I have to add that much more stuff to it.
Mm-hmm.
So this one I actually have to, in my mash tun, I have to go half batches. Every time I do a beer, I fill up the mash tun all the way full with grain, like 3/4 of the way full of grain. With an Imperial Stout, I have more grain than will fit in my mash tun. So I have to split it in half and put the grain in and then take that grain out and then put more grain in just to get enough of the grain to turn into the alcohol that I need in an Imperial Stout. So that's why there's so many different levels to this beer. That's why when you taste it, you can sit there if you're a beer geek, you can sit there and taste. Each time you taste it, you you taste different things to it. You taste different levels to it. You're like, oh, I get the roast now. As I drink it, as my taste buds kind of adjust to it, I get more sweetness to it. As I taste it, it kind of settles on my tongue, starts getting a little more viscous on my tongue.
Yeah.
Sweetness.
So then pairing wise, food, like you could probably pair this with a lot of.
This is a great beer. It knocks down a lot of things.
Yeah.
So if you have a really strong, like something that's really, really spicy, or it's like a really, really strong, like not spice, but like a not spicy, but a spiced.
Yes.
It'll knock that down. It'll balance that out.
Nice.
Because it definitely coats your tongue.
It does. It's delicious. It almost tastes like you can almost talk yourself into what you're like you said, like as you're listening or as you're tasting it.
You get like kind of coffee notes too. It's because it's darker roasted malts.
I get like a peanut butter. Like I get like a.
Yeah, you can talk yourself into.
You can talk yourself into it. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird how you can be like, ooh, yeah, it tastes a little like a little nut. Oh, ooh, a little fruit.
Everybody's always afraid. Well, is it going to be really bitter? It's bitter because of the grain, because we are using grains that have been then smoked basically. So think about smoke. There is kind of like a little bit of a bitterness on the front side of it, but then on the back side you get the smoke, and it kind of balances that out.
Now, I've never asked this question. What we were like 50 episodes. We've been doing this for a long time, at least over a year.
Well, over a year.
It's crazy. Do your beers cost different? Like if someone walks up and they...
Oh yeah. So that's the other thing. So this is a kind of a catch-22. So this an Imperial Stout costs twice as much. So when we serve this, it also has twice as much alcohol. Not twice as much, but it has more alcohol.
It's got a good hit to it, yeah.
So when we serve a normal beer, we serve it in a 16-ounce glass. When we serve an Imperial Stout, we serve it in a 12-ounce glass. The reason why we do that is mainly because of serving alcohol. We need to control the room and make sure nobody gets overserved.
Sure.
So
sure.
If I walk in and have 3 normal pints of beer, and then you have 2 of the Imperial Stouts at 16 ounce, you're going to be way more intoxicated than I was with 1 extra beer. But if we serve them in 12 ounces, you have 3 12 ounces, I have 3 16 ounces. We'll be at about the same level, pretty close to. That's why we drop down the amount, and then we also don't have to change the price. There's a lot of places, I love the Mint, but you'll go in there and you'll buy a beer and you don't realize that that's a $9 beer versus you're expecting a $6 beer. Right. So I don't like to have a board that has 5 different prices on it. Well, if you get this beer, it's this price. If you get that beer, it's this price. I like to have a consistent one price. So I just changed the volume that you have to compensate for the alcohol versus and also the amount, the cost of the beer.
Yeah, that makes total sense. I like how you kind of kept the prices where they're not going to be like, you get surprised, and then not a lot of people like care too much about the surprise of it. But it is kind of like, whoa, I just ordered a $9 beer and had no clue. I thought this was going to be like a $6 beer kind of a thing. Yeah. So I like how you did that. So
I love quality, but at the same time, it is sticker shock when you're like, whoa.
Can I get beer nerdy just a little bit? I know we went beer rant, but let's go beer nerdy just a little bit on this one.
Okay.
How long does this take to brew compared to others? I feel like with more ingredients, am I being wrong in the fact that it's going to take you longer?
It takes me longer to make it, yes. Yeah. To ferment it, no. So my physical brewing hours are double, right? It takes me, it's a 12-hour day. This is like, it's not a 24-hour day, but it's closer to like a 16, 17-hour day.
Sure.
Because I have to basically do a second batch. But I already have everything, all the ingredients are already ground. The water's already heated while I'm waiting. So those are a lot of things that you just wait on when you're doing a normal batch of beer. So I can cut off some hours off of it, but it's basically 2 beers in one.
Gotcha.
In this beer. Yeah. So
it doesn't take too long, but it can take some,
for me, it's more physical length. Like time period, it's still 2 weeks. Okay. Now, if you were to take this and put it into a barrel, there's the barrel aged whole side of Imperial Stouts. If you do that, then there's added time. I don't do any of those things, and the reason why I don't is I don't bottle, and so this is a big discussion all the time, is like, why don't you do barrel age? You do all this stuff. So if you start doing the math on that, you're basically renting that space, right? So I brew a beer, it sits in a fermenter for 2 weeks, and then I take it out of that, and normally I put it in a keg, put it right on tap, I'm selling it. Instead, I'm taking it out, I'm putting it in a barrel that I had to purchase that barrel, which extra cost. Then I had to put it on a shelf, which is basically taking up space,
right?
You know, so it's renting that space,
and it's inventory where you've already paid for this, so you're not making any money off it.
And
it's
sitting there. So it's all that cost, that added cost that I have to, you know, as a business owner, I have to pass it on to the consumer.
Right.
If I put it on tap, as soon as I tap that keg, it starts deteriorating. It starts going downhill. So if I have a higher price on it, so I'm selling it at $12 a pint, it's going to take longer to sell
it off, yeah.
And it might start going bad.
Right.
So that's why a lot of places, they take it and they bottle it. And then once it's in a bottle, it's done. It's not fermenting. It's not, it's, you know, it's packaged. It's going to be fine for, you know, a year, give or take. Right. So I have plenty of time to sell it off, but I don't do that. And so if I was to do the barrel aged, I feel like I would lose more beer than I would make the money back on what I need to make. That's the main reason why I don't do any barrel aged things. And I could easily do it because I'm right next door to Pursuit Distilling, so I can get barrels, and you know, I talk to them all the time, and it wouldn't be a big deal on that side. I can get a pretty decent price on barrels too, but it's just a matter of, can I get that money back?
Right. Real quick on this, how long does it last? Because you have, I don't feel like you have Imperial year round, and how long do you usually have it up, and what times of the year, if people are listening, whether, you know, whatever time they're listening right now?
So I prefer it in the wintertime, because I also feel like this is a good one because of the alcohol level. It's kind of like a sitting down with your alcohol, your rum, or your brandy or something.
It's like keeping it.
Kind of warms up your core.
It does,
sort of thing.
Yes.
So I prefer that in the dark season.
Yes.
Once it starts getting dark early, when it's getting dark at 4:00, that's when my Imperial Stout is out.
See. Yeah, I can. So that's a great call.
So I go from like November, and I'll do 3 batches of it. So it depends on how long it lasts, but generally it's till March, give or take. It's like February, March is when I run out the Imperial Stout, right around there.
All right, well, let's jump into the next topic. I haven't talked to you for a while. It's been a bit.
Forever.
How did Oktoberfest go? Talk to me about Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest was a blast, yeah. And we had great weather, which is always surprising in October because you can never tell. It's going to be windy, it's going to be raining, it was sunshiny. And we set up early, got the polka music going on there early. And
I saw some good costumes that you posted on Facebook about.
Yeah, we had some great turnouts of people dressing up. Jen and John Solbrick. I can never say that. I don't know how to say the last name, but they're great. They took both a king and queen of Oktoberfest because they came out to the nines. They look great. Yeah. Of course I look pretty good too.
You looked amazing.
My leather. We played a bunch of games. I don't even know. We played like 8 different games, had prizes for each one. By far, the funnest one was musical chairs. Like, I've played musical chairs in my lifetime so many times, but when people have beers in their hand and they're like, every time the music kind of just dips down, they're like sitting, right?
And they were into it. They knew.
And the beer is sloshing, so there's beer like going everywhere. It's like, no, the music didn't stop. It was fun.
What music were you playing? Were you playing like, it was polka or like everything?
Yeah, we were doing all German. Yeah, so
nice.
I just tapped into like the Pandora Oktoberfest official
Oktoberfest
music. So it's all German. A lot of it, I don't speak German, so I don't know what they were saying, but it sounded good.
Now, there's one thing I'm an event guy too. I've put on events for Full Body Cast. I've done live events at your place. I've done live events at Bordeaux Wine Bar. You know, I'll do Full Body Fridays. It's so nice to see people come out. And I was in Vegas at the time, so I wasn't able to do it.
Yeah.
And we won't talk about Vegas, but that's why I wasn't there. I would have been there if I wasn't in Vegas because it sounded like a fun time. But
you toss some sausage.
How did it feel? Does it feel so good just to see for me, when I see people come out, it's like, thank you. Like, thank you. And like, seriously, thank you guys for being a part of this.
It was great. Yeah. And the how into it they were, how they dressed up and they're excited for it. It's like, oh, dude, this is definitely going to be an annual thing.
Yeah. Those pics on Facebook, I was like, this is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and I
sausage
sculptures.
The sausage, I saw that.
I didn't know people would be that into
that. You did the videos. Some of them were very funny, and I love how you played dumb on a few of them. Like,
they were,
oh wow, that's an interesting sculpture, because they were definitely putting something out there.
A lot of them were very. It's like, well, we are 21 and up, but we're outside, so.
Oh, that's cool. Let's go over here, and some of them had like some literally legit incredible sculptures.
Yeah, they were like artists.
It was
with whatever.
Yeah, let me tell you guys this right now. If you guys are an artist out there, if you guys like getting creative and the sculptures and stuff like that, dude, just plan Saturday. Just go, okay, I'm going to not book my Saturdays because it's going to be on.
It's second Saturday of September.
Okay, second Saturday of September is Oktoberfest for Cole Street. You've got to, if I'm not out of town, I cannot wait to do the sausage sculpting. Yeah. This 8.8's hitting me already, but this the sausage sculpting was so much fun to watch. That was really cool. I'm glad that you shared that.
And the sausage toss was really good too.
So talk to me about the sausage toss. Like how did that go?
So you have to have beer in one hand.
Okay.
So you're catching with one hand.
Okay.
And the girls that had the if you're wearing a true dirtle.
Yeah.
You can catch that sausage in the nice little.
Oh yeah,
and that was definitely
in
helpful.
the neck area.
Yeah, that was definitely helpful.
Did someone wait? Time out.
We went long. They went long. Yeah.
Did they catch? Was there a couple girls out there catching them in their cleave?
Yep.
That's incredible. I'm canceling Vegas next year. I'm going to this thing.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Because there was a couple of jocks and they're like, oh yeah, well, I played quarterback in high school. We can toss, but that's fine if you can spiral a dog, but if you can't catch it,
there's no
one-handed.
Dude, I think Wayne Christensen and I would be really good in catching those things in our cleave. I think.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta wear the appropriate shirt for that. But
I may be into it. Me, I've seen his Halloween outfits. I think he'd be into it too.
I think it could work. Yeah.
Well, that's exciting. So Oktoberfest, was there some things that, and this is the behind the scenes stuff. This is what you're listening. Were there some things that you may not do again next year? Are there things that you may add next year too?
I feel like we're going to add more activities to it. So there was kind of a little bit of a lull in the middle where we're like, oh, we should probably do some, and because it started growing, we started getting more people in the beer garden and they wanted to participate, which was great.
Yeah.
It's just and we had one. I tried to do it early, so we started at noon and we were done by 5 because after 5, that's when.
It kind of turns into people go out to dinner and
so there's a whole lot of extra stuff,
right?
Which was great. I just feel like we had too much time between activities. We just needed to have more activity. We did one activity an hour versus we should just like whenever the one activity is done, move on to the next one. Just keep going. That way, just keep people going, keep people drinking, because that's what Oktoberfest is about.
That's what it's for.
Yeah. We had plenty of Oktoberfest flowing. And that's the other thing. I made my own Oktoberfest. I've been asked about this a couple times. I made my own Oktoberfest, which unfortunately it it takes 4 months, give or take, to
Was that you or me?
That was my sorry. It takes 4 months for that Pac-Man to be ready. So in the first weekend, so mind you, I made 12 kegs of this. And the first weekend I went through four kegs. So if you look at it that way, like I'm going to last like not even a month. Like it's going to be like gone before everybody's even tried it. So I brought in Silver City's Oktoberfest.
Oh, nice.
'Cause I'm good friends with them.
Yeah.
And they're a great spot out in Silverdale.
Yeah.
And they have a decent Oktoberfest that's completely different than mine. Mine's much sweeter, I feel like.
They're just mean. They punch people as we walk by.
It's closer to an amber, I feel like.
Oh.
So, which a lot of people love ambers. But
Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you meant like the Oktoberfest, the event.
Oh, no, the beer. Yeah. So, and as I came to the end of October, I put them both on. I was, I made my Oktoberfest last till the end of October.
I'm feeling this beer. Sean just saw me feel this beer.
Yeah.
Keep going.
You had to rethink. Should I take?
I almost I'm going to take another sip, and I'm thinking, am I going to re-pour? This is our first episode of recording.
Definitely re-pour because we got a long night.
Dang, dude, I'm going to be crawling into my house. Is what I'm going to be doing. All right, keep going. Talk about how sweet your Oktoberfest is.
We also started our pre-funk at Phil's, Growler Phil's.
We did,
which is only a block away from
you. And I did. We did our game plan for 2021.
It's almost the end of 2021.
And 2022 as well. We were looking at it all. We're looking at all angles. All I know
I had
is
the head full of dynamite, which was pretty gnarly up there.
I had the Sky. Everybody's something. Everybody's
Brewing, which is down in Salmon Lasac.
I had that. I had some IPA like Cyro Skyrocket or something like that. I don't know.
It was Crino.
Yeah, Crockett.
I'm closer than you are.
Crino Davy Crockett.
I didn't even have it.
No clue.
Yeah, it's Cryonology Hazy, I believe, from them. That's a great one. It's good beer.
All right. So that was. So are we done with Oktoberfest? Because I don't know if I can see straight. Do you want to talk more about Oktoberfest at all?
No, I'm good. Yeah.
I'm not trying to be rude. I just don't know if there's.
Oh
more.
No, that wraps it up. I mean, we had a great time.
Thanks to all those that came out and enjoyed it.
Doing the chicken dance.
Jennifer won, the queen of.
Queen of Oktoberfest.
Who's the king?
Her husband, John.
John.
Yeah, they both to the nines. Like they look great. Yeah, I mean, we had a lot of people that were Lederhosen.
I feel like her mom would probably be pretty good.
Her mom was dressed up too.
Yeah,
but
not the queen like Jennifer was.
Not quite.
Gotcha. Stephanie.
She didn't have
Stephanie's the mom.
She didn't have the right boots on.
That's right. No, not the right boots. Did she have the boots with the fur? Was the whole Oktoberfest looking at her? She hit the floor. Next thing you know, Shorty got low.
Oh, that's I don't.
Who is this just walking in? Hi. What's up?
What's up, Sparkles?
Hi. Mom's home?
And then why are you out here? Mom's here. Pancakes?
No. What's she making?
French toast? Spaghetti?
No. She's making hot dogs.
Okay,
Hot
cool.
dog.
All right, go back
No
inside.
way.
Love you. Shut the door, please.
And keep clunking those
Keep
feet.
clunking those. Those are clogs. She's wearing clogs for Oktoberfest.
Clunk,
Those
clunk,
wooden
clunk.
clogs. Those are good. Yeah, that's good. Do a
Do
little
it.
dance. Do a little clog dance for us. Dance. Bump, 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 bump. Do it.
Dun, 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 dun,
Whoa, that's good. All right, love you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
See, that's the family.
See when I do it.
What?
Look at my feet.
Okay,
Oh, look at her feet.
that's really good. All right, love you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
That's the family-friendly version of BrewHaha. So you guys know, we're family men. We just do things for the people out there. We love all. All right, business owner Keg Mountain. You said, hey, put down Keg Mountain for me. I don't even know what he's talking about. I said, I'm writing down Keg Mountain.
Yeah. So the mountain of kegs. Yeah. So I used to have somebody that came in and helped me with washing kegs. So a lot of people don't realize that busy season, I'm cranking out kegs. I'm making kegs. I'm filling them. I'm moving them out. I'm sending them to bars. I'm sending them to my bar. But then they all come back.
They show back up.
They all come back at the same time.
The prodigal sons of kegs. They're all back.
And it's my keg is my keg mountain is normally like, I don't know, like 2 high.
Mm-hmm.
Right now it's 6 high. It's 6 high by 8 wide.
So you got a lot, is what you're saying.
Yeah, a lot. So we should just do a BrewHaha down there, and I'll show you how to use the keg washer.
Okay, let me tell you this, guys.
It's pretty easy. You just hit a button, and then you turn a valve here and turn
just,
a valve there.
You just want me to wash your kegs, is what you're saying. I like that.
But
Hey,
you do
guys,
have to flip them up and down.
Come on down to a Cool Street.
It's a great workout.
It's a fun little CrossFit.
It's one of those CrossFits.
Dude,
yeah.
it's a keg fit.
You can even hop if you want. But
We'll time you. We'll do your
Yeah.
personal best.
Exactly.
Put on the board.
So you rinse for 3 minutes. You drain for 2, then 4 minutes with solvent, and then whatever.
I like it. Can I tell
Yeah.
you my keg story?
Yeah, you wore it in the face,
I was
in the beard.
I just turned 40.
What?
Yeah.
40?
I know you're still 27 and a half. It's weird. Oh, by the way, I haven't handed these things to you. Hold on a second. This is what
God.
Craig's
If it's
daughter
cougar,
made
you're gonna
us.
Eat it. Oh, like she made me one of those before. Yeah, it wasn't a BrewHaha one.
Yeah, she made us BrewHaha bracelets.
Nice.
Mine slipped somewhere. It's over there though. But
This one's like Halloween colors though.
yeah, it's
Pretty
kind of
latter date, but
it's
that's
got
fine.
the orange and the black and so
Nice.
BrewHaha.
So which of his daughters? Sydney?
Dude, it's
Sydney?
one of them. It's I had 50
It's either Mackenzie or Sydney,
Yeah, I
but
got one,
Mackenzie
too.
graduated high school this last summer, so I'm imagining it's probably a Sydney. I love Sydney. She's a great softball player. She's a slap hitter.
Mine's somewhere. I gotta find it, but that's yours. You can wear that with pride. Anyways, I turned 40. I rented out. So my 30th birthday, I rented out the men's clubhouse at the golf course. Right?
Yeah, and unfortunately, I didn't make it.
No, this was my 30th birthday. I'm 40. So I'm telling you that 10 years ago, I did the same thing.
Oh, right.
DJ'd it. Paul Sylvie's son. I worked with Paul Sylvie, King 5 News. I didn't work with him. I worked with his son, DJ Silvicious. I had him DJ it.
Nice.
Then I had people kind of bring their own food, kind of did a buffet style. It was great. Had a great time, cut a rug, had fun. So I'm like, but I charged people $5 to get in. So rather than offset some costs, I'm 40. I'm making a little bit more money than I did when I was 30.
So you didn't charge $5.
I didn't charge $5.
$2.50.
Yeah, just $2.50. Yeah, $7.50. I learned to charge more. No, I'm kidding. Quality. No, but I had it DJ'd. We had my buddy DJ Mike on the mic. Mike check 1 2 3. He came out, DJ'd it flawlessly. Absolute banger after banger. We had beer pong. Andy had also Cardenas had catered it. Obviously, we paid Mazatlan, and then we had the Pub Light and I think different IPA that was on in the keg
from Coal Street. Yeah.
So Jamie and I get there early on Friday, and I got the ice, I got the garbage cans. I put the kegs both in the garbage cans, and then it's like, okay. Sean said, just put this thing in here, and you're good.
You're good.
And I was not good.
Yeah.
So there was a point where we were spraying the Pub Light in our faces while we're trying. It was like a Survivor challenge. It was like watching.
Like nobody knew how to fix a keg?
Because it was just us. It was me, her, and Desi.
Oh, okay.
Setting up. We all don't know how to do the keg. And
it's very simple. You pull out the handle, push it down.
Now I know.
Let it go. Turn sideways.
Twist, and lock it in. Didn't know that at all. All we know is that both kegs dry by the end of the night. I think I made the Pub Light a little flat because I probably lost a lot of the carbonation, right? But when it came to the IPA, we knew what we did wrong with the Pub Light. So the IPA was perfect.
Yeah.
I had guys come through, my broskies, and they knew how to do it. So they came through. They actually, there was one thing that it's not your fault because it comes in a plastic bag. Like you gave us the keg thing we had to take out of a plastic. Anyway, it wasn't all the way tight. It wasn't your thing. It was just came out of the plastic. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
The keg thing that you push in.
The tap?
The tap.
Was it in a plastic bag?
Was in it had.
I didn't put it in a plastic bag.
Well, I don't know how we got it, but it was like in a sealed vacuum seal, like not vacuum seal, but we had to break the thing apart.
No, not for me.
I don't know where we got it then, but it wasn't completely put together in a sense. Like it wasn't all the way tightened down. So we were losing a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Just in that. We had it locked in right, but we were losing pressure.
Coming out.
Yeah, coming out. Yeah. So anyway, everyone drank it. Craig and Corey were there. They were loving it. Carrie was there.
Craig and Corey from
Garage Night, Bentley. Carrie, loving the pub light. We had a lot of people there. Koopmans were there, like the Koopman, the girls, Corey Koopman and Lindsay Koopman, Patterson now, and Corey Frazier. We had a lot of the homies.
council member.
Council member Corey.
Council
Just
member.
I'm so happy that everyone came out. This beer's hit me hard.
Yeah, I'm sorry that it was one of those. There was also other activities downtown.
Yeah, I listen.
So
the last thing
I honestly wanted to make it because I have never been in the men's club. I have played golf on Enumclaw Golf Course for I don't even know, 20 years. And I know where the men's club is.
Yeah.
But I've never been in there.
Yeah, no.
I'm sure it's nothing
it's
really
awesome
to brag about. But.
No, it's cool. It's not like you're not going there and going like, wow. But my kids, so you can, when you rent this out, you get the top and the bottom, and they're rented out separately.
Stories?
There's 2 stories, yeah. Oh, wow. We had a campfire outside.
There's a campfire.
There's a campfire. Area pit, yeah. But the downstairs we didn't rent out.
Men's club.
It was more money. It was more money to do the bottom, so we didn't do the bottom. But somebody left it unlocked, and my 5-year-old went in there,
and then they charged you.
And she went in there. I told him, I said, hey, full disclosure, my kids went in here for like 5 minutes. They walked in, and my kid came running out with the other little kids, like the 5, 6, 7-year-olds came running out. Oh, I don't want to go back in there. Why? There's dead people in there. What? Where are the dead people? What are you talking about? There are people in there that are dead? There's pictures on the wall.
Oh.
They're all black and white.
They are probably
and
dead,
it was very like dimly lit around Halloween time. And it was like, it was probably the men's club from like 1944. Like all those old pictures, like on the end of like, what was that movie with Jack Nicholson? Where he gets like, he's
in
off
the hotel.
In the hotel, he's winter. You know,
Here's Johnny.
That one, yeah. At the very end, like you see him pan
Stephen
out.
King book.
Yeah, it's all those. It's all the people are like are screaming at it right now. We know. Yeah,
you still don't know the name of the book.
I don't. Do you know?
It's called The Shining.
The Shining. Yes, The Shining. And at the very end, they kind of pan out of him sitting there in black and white photo with all these people behind him. I don't even know what that's a reference of, but
Red Rum.
Yes, but yeah, you know what you're talking about. And I don't get me started on scary movies. I don't want to talk about scary movies. I'll go on a whole tangent. I hate scary movies. We're going to talk about that. But the kids were scared when they saw the black and white photos of all these dead people that they knew. And so I talked to Jacqueline. I'm like, hey, what are you talking about? She's like, well, they're not dead. They're not dead. They're dead, but they're in heaven. And I'm like, okay, all right, cool. I don't know where we're at right now. It could be the different IPA that I'm chugging right now off the tap that's perfectly tapped because I ruined it on the pub light. But I think I understand what you're saying. You saw some old black and white photos and you got scared. That's what happened.
You got scared black and white photos.
Right.
Have to work on that one.
Got to work on that one. But yeah, Keg Mountain, come on down for CrossFit, and then also
learn how to for volunteers.
Dude, it'd be so nice to see people like if you gave a class, a YouTube class on how to put a keg.
I have a camera on my phone. I can. I feel like it's a 2-minute class.
Charge it. It's going to be at the Green River Community College Extension Campus. It's going to be Sean.
I will say I've tapped 1,000 kegs, but like even last week, I still put one in. I didn't put it square, and it still came up and hit me right in the face.
Are you serious? So good. That makes me feel a little bit better.
The beard still smells like beer.
Yeah. I feel like you kind of like that.
That's why my Untapped profile is called Beer in the Beard.
All right. It's time for shout-outs. Give us some shout-outs, Sean.
Well, John and Jen,
the
Silver,
Kings and Queens
of
Oktoberfest.
They're amazing. So then I celebrated a birthday party of Risa
Lyon.
Yeah.
And Risa Radcliffe back in the day.
Yeah.
We call each other names. We were in like 2nd or 3rd grade, 4th grade. She called me Gopher Boy. I called her Giraffe, and because she had a long neck. And and I didn't know this. She's friends with, or she's sisters to Rachel, who I work. There was this whole coming together.
Yeah.
Joanne and Dave.
I went over to Joanna and Dave's house for
for the 40th.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just wanted to just like that.
Shout out to that
the whole clan,
that whole group. Yeah.
So many people in that.
Yeah,
Rachel and Dean and everyone. You know, just
Stoneburner,
if you're part of that,
Stonies are good friends. Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm going to shout out Homer Robertson because Homer hit me up like a week or 2 weeks ago, and he goes, "We've been busy," but he goes, "Dude, where are the BrewHahas, man? Where are the BrewHahas?" It's like, hey.
Sorry,
Sean's busy. End of the summer, going into the fall, leading up to Oktoberfest. Me, I'm doing what I need to do to survive. Kids back in school. Got football going. We got friggin' Vegas trips. So we're back, though. Yeah. We're back. But shout out to Homer for caring about us. He was caring. He was like,
I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah. You know what?
We're gonna work on that.
Yeah, Homer. Next time you're in town. And I'm downtown as well.
Yeah, swing through.
I'm buying you a beer at Cole Street. Okay, just for saying that. It was very cool that you said that. So, anyway, thanks so much for. I gotta rattle off the Patreons. I'm sorry. I do say I'm gonna do that every once in a while. I'm gonna say that. No, I gotta do it right now. Are you okay with that?
Am I okay with that? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do it.
Supporters. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for supporting us. Homer Robertson is one of them. All right, 19 total. We're going to roll these things off. Dude, I'm telling you, Apollo is one of them. A dog out there, Apollo, is one of them.
I know a dog named Apollo.
Yeah, I figured you do it. I figured you do a dog named Apollo.
He's a Labradoodle.
Is he really?
Yeah. Artemis likes him better.
Gosh, how come I feel like let's just pretend. All right, well, we're not going to do this one this time. Well, I'm too drunk. This 8.8's killing me right now, so it's great.
You still have half a beer to go, too.
Holy shnikes. All right, everyone, thanks so much for listening. Have a great week. Go get the Imperial. Say hi to Sean. Wear the Full Buddy Cast shirt. We got hoodies on sale. Hit me up if you want them. You get 15% off at all Cole Streets, 1620. By the way, Mondays and Tuesdays, we can say this right now.
Yeah, we're closed,
for right now.
Yeah, right now.
It's the winter months, all that fun stuff. But come down there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then are you open at both? What's your brewery location schedule?
So the brewery location is just for activities or events. Okay. So if you have a birthday party, a retirement party, you can contact us.
End of the year fantasy football party. Yeah, start thinking about that.
Capacity is like 120,
So we're done Friday, Saturday nights kind of thing for right now?
Yeah, we're done. Yeah.
Okay, all right. It's
kind of quiet down there.
It makes sense. It's quiet down there. Come on down to the Courier, though, and at least, and then hit them up if you have, so you get your own private event if you got your 40th birthday.
Yep. Plenty of room. Spacious.
Awesome.
Comfy.
Awesome. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening. Sean, thanks for doing this one with us.
Well, finally drinking beers.
I know.
All right.
Hey, cheers. Making your way in the world today, you really need a pod. Why don't you put your headphones in and give this one a shot? Wouldn't you like to just listen away and go to a place where everybody knows who you are? Listen to two guys brew ha-ha, Cole Street Brewery and Full Buddy Cast, two of the greatest names. Why don't you go and listen to this episode?